pipeline. Then for incremental loads, we need to have
Thanks, Nana.
the activity. Here it is. We can make use of copy data activity with source and sink. Sink means destination. You remember this terminology? Previous classes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Some attendance, no response. Busy with the running notes, is it? New data source. New data source. Azure SQL database. And new linked service. Same concept. Though we are in the Synapse Studio, same concept. For easy understanding, next we are going to parameterize the connections. So I'll call it as source link service for incremental loads. Okay, we are going to parameterize this connection soon. So let's give some name. Auto resolving. Why? We are getting connections within Azure. This is the auto created SQL server when we create the Synapse Analytics workspace. Do you remember from yesterday's class? I said one SQL server will be auto created. Do you remember yesterday's journey?
Yes. Dedicated.
Yes. We are now taking two different servers. Okay. One server before last week created source. Another server yesterday we created it, sync. Now this is the database, a practice database. Give the username and password. Okay, username, password like this. Click test connection, create. Next. Table. Which table? In our example, it is source table, right? This one, TBL source customer. Let's click OK. Click OK like this. Table got created. For now, it's a table. Okay, you would like to access from the table. Next. Go to sync plus new Synapse. Here you go. We need to select this older classes. Remember, there is a difference. Okay, there is a difference. Whatever dedicated SQL pool you create from logical SQL server before last week classes, that is taken as Synapse Analytics. Whatever dedicated SQL pool you create using Synapse Studio, this one. Okay, observe carefully. We can also identify the difference from here. If you see Synapse Studio button, means this SQL pool is created through Synapse Studio. If you create the dedicated SQL pool directly from logical server, we don't see this button. Remember that. So whatever SQL pool we created before last week and used it last week, we don't see this button. Remember. In order to have this button, Synapse Studio, there should be a data lake storage. There should be a Synapse workspace. Okay, remember these two ingredients are required per dedicated SQL pool to get Synapse Studio. Friends, are we getting the concept now? I'll wait, please. Are we getting it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's the purpose of this storage? What's the main purpose of this data lake storage here? Do you remember? I'll wait.
Unmuted.
Source. To get the source.
Performance level. First, slower and faster. Or faster. To store the pipelines and data.
Exactly, correct. Let's continue. Pooja Barnwal, do you hear me? Please check your mic, please. Pooja Barnwal, do you hear me? Please check your mic. I'll wait, please. Check your mic. Yeah, others, please check your mics, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please respond. Please respond to the questions. Yes, friends, let's continue. So here we go. Select the second one. Click continue. SQL pool, this one. Dedicated SQL pool. Give the table name. Here we created the table few moments back, where in the Synapse Studio, Develop Hub. In Develop Hub we created. Select it and click OK. This is a destination. Now source ready, destination ready. Here copy method should be the leftover of the previous class's upset. Next, once you select this upset, then one more thing. Here we need to give comparison column. We are comparing source and destination. So we need to give key column also. For example, customer ID is the key. Comparing source and destination. During the comparison, we need to provide the required column. Here it is. For example, key column. Observe carefully. Next, with this information, here, after you mention this information, next step, go to mappings. Conversions. In case of any conversions, we can click on this type mapping, or just leave it as it is, because by default it takes the source destination column to column mapping automatically. And more importantly, we have settings. Click on settings. Give the DIUs and DOCP, degree of copy parallelism, the number of threads.